My name's Amy Orr-Ewing. I'm the UK Director at the Zacharias Trust, and this is a series of devotions in the build-up to Easter. Love's Unveiling. Love's Extremity. Matthew writes that Jesus said, my God, why have ye forsaken me?" We'll read Psalm 22 today as a preparation for reading Matthew's Gospel. From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" When some of those standing there heard this, they said, "He's calling Elijah." Immediately one of them ran and got a sponge. He filled it with wine vinegar, put it on a staff, and offered it to Jesus to drink. The rest said, "Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him." And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, the rocks split, and the tombs broke open. The bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs after Jesus' resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." Many women were there watching from a distance. They'd followed Jesus from Galilee to care for his needs. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee's sons. Sometimes Jesus' words, my God, why have you forsaken me?" have been interpreted as meaning there was some kind of a break in the Trinity. How can God die? If death means ceasing to exist, then there is a problem. But in the Bible, death is a consequence of sin. It's a state of existence. Spiritual death or existence away from God and his redemption is a kind of hell. In letting himself be forsaken by his Father, Jesus suffers hell for us. The physical agony of the cross is terrible. But the spiritual agony of bearing the weight of the world's evil is the worst torture imaginable. Jesus is taking the sins of the world upon himself, as prophesied long ago by the prophet Isaiah. But to understand these words that Jesus speaks from the cross, we need to know Psalm 22 in its entirety. In Jewish culture, when someone quoted the first line of a psalm, they were invoking the whole psalm. And as we see Psalm 22, we see that Jesus is drawing our attention to the fact that his suffering was prophesied over 1,000 years earlier. The very means of his death was accurately detailed, from hands and feet pierced to lots cast over clothing, Psalm 22, 16 and 18. Jesus' cry from the cross is one of both desolation and explanation. So as we respond, thank God for Jesus' work on the cross.